Hi Neil, this is Lee. This is a little recorded video on how to look at citation analysis searches. It's also a way for me to experiment with this tool here. So after you're done with this, we will destroy this video. So first thing I want to talk about is Web of Science, and you can go to the new catalog and then title. If you type in Web of Science, you'll get it right here. Select the core Science Core collection. I'm sorry that it's called Science, but I think as I mentioned in the email, Science has the big bucks, and so that's what they name it that way. We're in the basic search here. You want to go to cited reference search, and then you put in the author's last name. Here it remembers me, Berzelius, C with an asterisk after that. They only started putting in first names for authors in 2013. So if you were to type in Berzelius Caroline, you would get some, but you wouldn't get anything before 2013. So that's a real thing to remember there. The other thing is underneath where it says more settings, you want to go down and you want to kill some of these that are of no consequence at all. The Science Citation Index. We'll leave social sciences and arts and humanities, but let's get rid of science and conference proceedings for science. Probably not these things, not emerging sources, and then not these two final Chem ones there. So we're really only searching the relevant collections. So now that we're back up here again, C. Berzelius, cited author, let's hit the search. And then this is what we get. Because we did C. Berzelius, there are going to be other C. Berzeliuses in line, but the first one that came up here was Caroline, and this was the collection here. You can either click these to look at all of the ones that were cited. I'm going to actually do her famous 1987 one on the construction of Notre Dame de Paris. So let's do that. Actually, and for purposes of this, let's kill the other ones because they're not just. So we're just looking at this, and then we hit Finish Search. Now, this is a list of all the people who cited her in their article. Obviously, the fate of Notre Dame in Paris. So if you click that, this then will be all the footnotes from the Gajewski article, if you pull it down right away, and they're often in alphabetical order of author's last name. So there's Caroline right there. Again, this cited 12 times. That means how many times her article in the Art Bulletin has been cited. It's not 12 times in this particular article. So by constructing that kind of a search, you can do things that way. What else did I want to say? Oh, if you are interested in creating a representation of that, you would click the number over here to the side. Again, that's just the one for this particular article of Caroline's. Click that, and then you'll see something up here at the top, Analyze Results. And this is their way of showing what journals it's from, where the core subject is. And then underneath that, they actually list them, and you can look at the record count like that. So that's this database. Very clunky, I know, but still gives some good information. The second source is Google Scholar Citations, and all you have to do is type in Google Citation up here, and it's the first thing that comes up. When you click that, it automatically fills your own name in there, and that seems crazy to me, but I guess people are always checking that. So once again, let's do here you can type in the full name, and then if you're interested in more, that would be fine, but you can just click the next. And then it lists 97 articles, and it shows you the number of citations in each one and where they're from. So Google will also do some analytics in terms of charts and other stuff like that if you're interested in that. Perhaps I should explain a little bit better here. If you're interested in this one, you would click this entry, and it's going to include both of those. And then if you go up to the top here and click the arrow, what this does is it nicely graphs out the use of her articles by other people in these years in citations. So as you can see, Google Index Scholar, Citation Scholar, does a much more comprehensive job. I don't think it analyzes quite as well, but it's another tool in the package. The third one, and in many ways the most fun one to play around with, is the proprietary one that the library subscribes to. It's called Scopus. So just in title Scopus, it's the first thing that comes up. Click View Online, and comes up this way. I have already typed in Caroline's name again, and I've moved it to authors because that's what we want to search for. Once at that point, down here, just click Search. And in this case, it comes up with one author. That is herself. And if there were multiple ones, you could click all, but that doesn't make any sense here. And then if you click her name right there, you get all these kind of data. It shows the articles further down that this is pulling from, and you can see the years cited and all this other fancy graph stuff like this. So that's really the three that we offer right now. I'm sorry I ran through this really fast. I will be happy to do some searches for you if you want me to help or whatever, but I realize there's probably a confidentiality thing here as well. So let me know if you need more help, and I'm sorry that this was so long, but it really helped me explore a tool. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.